Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the AOR British Grand Prix. You join us for qualifying. We've previously set a 29.3, which is good enough for provisional pole. We're going to go out for one more lap. This is the pole lap. Make sure of our 5th pole position of the season. This was the sector I was a bit weaker compared to Don Silver in the Ferrari. He really chucked it into this first two corners, which I wasn't quite as confident in due to a bit of locking I had in practice. But good traction there, and about at half the curves. A bit late on my DRS there, but that shouldn't have cost me too much. A bit of a lock up on the inside there. Down to first gear for maximum turn in, and a late apex there, shooting out into the old front straight, or main straight, well not main straight I should say, hanger straight would be the main straight. Should be able to go flat through cops. Yep, just running a bit onto the curb, that's fine. Now through the very tricky Maggots Beckett's Chapel section. Nice flowing section of track. Just onto the curb there, that's perfect. And Don Silver's just chipped us the night at 29.1, but we are purple by just over 3/10, so if we can hold this through Stowe and the final complex, we should be able to pip him again. Oh, but a bit too much gas there on that second last corner may have cost us critical time. You can see over the line, but we lost a 10th on our previous lap, but it's still a 10th up, or less than a 10th up on Don Silver, and that's 5 out of 6 poles. A very close qualifying battle with him, and that's a great pace from the two of us. And there's another Ferrari in third, that's Chris, who seems to be on good form in Silverstone according to the history, has 2 wins here already. The Cell Caterham again up the front. This time we're hounded by 2 Ferraris. It's wet at the start, and Supernova and Nosem in 4th and 5th were on prime, so they were a bit compromised in qualifying. No traction at all, and we've got a bit sideways there. That's going to allow Don Silver up the inside. Bit of contact, and I'm just going to back out there so there's no incident. Well, no kidding, engineer. So we're going to get going here in 2nd place, but there's a lot of spray and visibility is very tough. And I have no traction in the wet, obviously using a dual shock. It's very difficult to moderate the throttle. And only half a lap in, Supernova is destroyed. The sole American in our category is out. Oh, we run a bit wide there. And I've locked up there on the first lap, and I've completely cut that last corner there. Not gained any time at all because I've just gassed it up and gone nowhere at all. Luckily there's a bit of a gap to Chris. Everyone's complaining. Well, Don Silver's gone off. There's some bollards been crippled there. He must have hit them. And that's us up into the lead. He's been cautious, and he did get a bit of a lead. But now we have it, and Chris is right behind us. But my tyres have actually been shot. And due to the engineer telling me we had quite a while before the rain was going to end, I decided to split the rain into 2 wet stints. Regening in 6th position, not too bad. First person to make a pit stop, I believe. We should be able to make our way through the field pretty easily, due to the new tyres, which should have much more grip than the guys up front. And here's my fellow Aussie, Penguin Dance, and I want to give him a maximum amount of room there. It looks like he's struggling. He's going to pit that lap, I think. Yep, there he goes. Setting some fastest laps. I could be, but in front of me there's 3 people on wet still, so I'm going to continue to soldier on. Here's the championship leader, and I should be able to make a move here. Oh no, I've locked up completely, and I've just run completely into the side of him. Luckily for him, he's continued. Luckily for me, as I probably won't get a penalty for that. But unluckily for me, I've lost about 9 seconds in that. Costly mistake by myself. And in the pits are the top 3, and that's why we haven't gone undercut Chris, because of that off we had. Probably would have had about a 7-second lead here. Interestingly, Iron on a 1-stop must have put the primes on there and gone 14 laps to the end. How he did that, I have no clue. Thanks for telling me at that particular corner, engineer, as the pits are right there. Look how much time we're losing, it's just abysmal. We're going to be passed by at least 2 cars on this lap, I'd say. Yeah, here comes Tio. I can't control myself there, so I'm sorry if I got into a bit of a block there, but there we are. Red Bull up into 2nd position. I think he qualified down in 8th, so that's pretty good effort so far from Tio. We're going to suffer even more as Woo-Wah's approaching from right behind, and there is the intermediate tyre on the McLaren going straight past. We're going to have to peel off and put the intermediate tyre on. And there it is. But now it's looking like it could have been dry enough for the dry tyre, so that's a complete disaster for me. Caught up to Nico Name. It looks to be on a dry tyre, sorry. So maybe not quite time yet for those, depending on how much time you would lose, because the pit stop is quite long here. Here's Nozem. A Belgian who's won 2 races this season, including Monaco last time out. Pits, presumably to put the prime tyre on. I think there's one more lap in these inters as I get the fastest lap of the race there. And I bid to close down the people in front. I'm down to 6th position at the moment. Quite horrific when you consider where my qualifying pace could have had me. I feel if it was a dry race, Don Silver and I probably would have had a 1-2 by quite a way. Now into the pits, the next lap, and check this out. This is interesting. Fastest lap on the pit in lap. Oh, and there's a bit of a laggy rejoin there from the Ferrari. Probably not seeing the Caterham there. Assuming the Caterham would be slower. Now it's time to catch up, because we know we have pace in the dry. We have 9 laps to go and we have 6 drivers in front of us.
You're on the prime tyres, only 1 stop to go.
One of them is in the pits, so that makes 5 drivers in front of us. We're going to be up to 6th position with 8 laps left. What can we do? We're going to have to pass Don Silver. He's at a fastest lap in trying to catch up. The gap was about 5 seconds there, but now it's down to 3.1 in just 1 lap. That's lap 21. Lap 22, we're on the back of him. Yeah, good run through here, and he's gone a bit wide through some of them and set him up for a bad run through the whole thing. DRS straight, duck out onto the outside. Use a bit of rich fuel to get past. Should be able to get that pretty easily done before the corner. And yep, and in fact, having a look at his replay, there was a bit of lag involved and I wasn't as far ahead. And he did catch the rear of my car. So that was a bit unfortunate for him, but 4.1 seconds to Woo-Wah with 3 laps to go. Now it's 2.3 with 2 laps to go. Will I manage to catch him for 4th position and 12 points? 1.6 seconds in the last lap. Looking like a tall order at the moment. There he is. Only 1 sector to go. Maggots, Beckett's Chapel. Getting a pretty good run through here actually. Should be just within DRS range. Yep, there it is. We're going to use Rich even though we're on optimal. We'll put that in the slipstream onto the outside, the same as we did to Don Silver. Hope to sweep around the outside and Chris wins the race, but we've taken 4th position. Could be vital in the championship run towards the end with 11 races to go. Looks like Tio and Iron having a pretty close battle up 2nd and 3rd there, which Iron has prevailed in, but we've come 4th. Not a bad recovery.
Congratulations, that's a well-deserved 4th.
Well, congratulations to Chris there, and I shall see you guys in Germany. I've been Jacko. See you later.